Are we about to witness a seismic shift in the Celtics roster? The buzz around the NBA suggests that two of our most expensive players might be on the move, and it could change everything for our team's future. As we celebrate last year's championship, the reality of financial constraints looms large, potentially leading to tough decisions that could affect our core lineup. Let's dive into what this means for the Celtics and why you should stick around for every update. Subscribe now and give us a thumbs up to join the conversation on all things Celtics. The Boston Celtics are at a critical crossroads, and the latest buzz from NBA insiders hints that some significant changes could be on the horizon. With a roster that's one of the most expensive in the league, the Celtics are faced with tough decisions as they navigate the complexities of luxury tax implications under new ownership. The question on every fan's mind: will the Celtics trade away key players like Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday this offseason? According to Jake Fisher from the Steinline, both Porzingis and Holiday are names to keep an eye on as potential trade candidates. This isn't just speculation. It's backed by the reality that both players are among the most expensive on the roster and have proven to be somewhat unreliable due to injuries. Porzingis, despite showing flashes of brilliance, has struggled to stay on the court consistently. Meanwhile, Holiday, while a seasoned veteran, has also faced his share of injury issues. To be frank, I'm torn about this. On one hand, keeping the core of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown intact is vital for our championship aspirations. They're the heart and soul of this team. But on the other hand, if moving Porzingis or Holiday could alleviate that hefty luxury tax bill, it might make sense from a financial perspective. It's a balancing act between building a championship contender and managing the business side of things, which can be frustrating for passionate fans like us. Let's talk numbers for a moment. Porzingis is averaging just under 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists per game this season. While those stats are impressive, they come with the caveat of his frequent absences. Holiday is putting up around 11 points, 4 rebounds, and nearly 4 assists per game, but again, his contributions have been sporadic due to injuries. Are these players worth the risk? With ownership under Bill Chisholm, the team's financial strategy might shift. If he's willing to pay the luxury tax, perhaps the Celtics could hold on to these players and see if they can find a rhythm heading into the playoffs. But if not, trading them could open up cap space for future flexibility, allowing the Celtics to pursue other options that might fit better with our core players. And this isn't just about numbers. It's about the emotional connection we have with these players. The idea of trading away someone like Holiday, who has brought a wealth of experience to the team, or Porzingis, who, when healthy, adds a unique skill set, is tough to swallow. It makes you wonder, will these decisions impact the chemistry we've built? So, fans, I ask you, do you think trading Porzingis or Holiday is the best move for the Celtics? I genuinely want to hear your thoughts. Personally, I'm leaning towards a cautious approach. If we're going to make a move, it better be one that solidifies our chance at another title run. The potential of bringing in someone like Kevin Durant has also been floated around, and that could shift the entire dynamic of the team. But at what cost? Would we be sacrificing too much of our future for a shot at a superstar? Join the conversation in the comments. What do you expect to see from the Celtics this offseason? Your opinions matter, and I want to hear them all. Let's debate it out! The Boston Celtics are making waves in the NBA, and as a passionate fan, I'm here to break down what's happening. With the team looking to repeat as champions, there's a lot at stake, and we need to talk about one key player, Al Horford. He's been a cornerstone for us, but let's be real. He's getting older, and whispers about retirement are starting to surface. What does that mean for our future? Enter Luka Kornet. He's been on the roster, growing and developing his game, and I can't help but wonder, is he the perfect replacement for Horford? This season, he's averaging 5.6 points, 5.2 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1.0 blocks per game. Not mind-blowing numbers, but listen, the most important thing about Kornet is his consistency. Every time he steps on the court, you know what you're going to get from him. That's something every coaching staff craves. A player you can rely on, especially when the stakes are high. Now I know what you're thinking. How can we give him more minutes when Horford is still in the mix? That's a fair point. But with the postseason looming, the Celtics have to start thinking strategically. Horford showed some vulnerabilities last year. He struggled to guard certain players, and that could be a liability in the playoffs. So, maybe it's time to give Kornet a shot at a bigger role. It's not just about this season. It's about building for the future. Here's where it gets interesting. Kornet is a free agent this summer. If he continues to prove himself, the Celtics are going to have to make a decision. Do they invest in him and continue to cultivate that continuity within the team? It could pay dividends down the line. As a fan, I can't help but feel that keeping a core group of players together is crucial for establishing a legacy. It's that bond, that chemistry, that can propel us to greatness. But let's talk dollars and cents for a moment. What's it going to cost to keep Kornet around? Will the Celtics be willing to make that investment? It's a tough call, and honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I want to see the team secure its future and build on the foundation we have. On the other, there's that fear of losing a player who's shown promise, and just imagine if we give Kornet those extra minutes and he thrives in the postseason. That could change the entire dynamic of our playoff run. The Celtics need to be smart about their choices. They have to weigh the immediate benefits against long-term potential. As fans, we're always invested in these decisions. We live and breathe Celtics basketball, and every move the front office makes affects our hopes and dreams for the season. So, I want to hear from you all. How do you feel about this situation? Is it wise to rely on Kornet as a potential successor to Horford? Or should we look elsewhere? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. This is a critical moment for the Celtics, and every decision counts. As we push towards the playoffs, let's rally together and support our team. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all things Celtics. And hey, activate that notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's keep this conversation going and see what the future holds for our beloved Celtics.